Tom hurried Hester across the metal deck, past stairways leading up to the quays where the airships moored. He could hear Raylan's men splitting up, shouting to each other as they searched, then a grunt and a crash as if one of them had fallen over. Good, he thought, but he knew that the others would soon find him. He dragged Hester up a short iron stairway to the quays. There were lights in some of the ships that hung at anchor there, and he had a vague idea about forcing his way aboard one of them and making them take him to London. But he had nothing that would serve as a weapon, and before he could look for one, there were feet ringing on the ladder behind him and Raylan's voice saying, "Please try and be reasonable, Mr. Natsworthy. I don't want to have to hurt you. Fred," he added, "I've got the rotters cornered, Fred." Tom felt the hope drain out of him. There was no escape now. He stood there meekly as Raylan stepped forward into the light from the portholes of a nearby airship, hefting his club. Hester slumped against a dockside winch and moaned. "It's only fair," said Rayland, as if he thought she was complaining. "I don't like this slaving lark any more than you do, but times are hard, and we did catch you, there's no denying it." Suddenly, faster than Tom would have thought possible, Hester moved. She dragged a metal lever out of the winch and swung it at Rayland. His club went whirling out of his hand and hit the deck with a glockenspiel sound, and the metal bar struck him a glancing blow on the side of his head. "Ow!" he wailed, crumpling to the floor. Hester lurched forward and raised the bar again, but before she could bring it down on the old man's skull, Tom grabbed her arm. "Stop! You'll kill him!" "So?" She swung towards him, snaggle-teeth bared, looking like a demented monkey. "So?" "He's right, my dear," said a gentle voice. "There's no need to finish him." Out of the shadows stepped the woman from the bar, her red coat swirling around her ankles as she walked towards them. "I think we should get aboard my ship before the rest of his people come looking for you." "You said we didn't have enough money," Tom reminded her. "You don't, Mr. Nitsworthy," said the aviatrix. "But I can hardly stand by and watch you taken away to be sold as slaves, can I? I was a slave myself once, and I wouldn't recommend it." She had taken off her glasses. Her eyes were dark and almond-shaped, and fine webs of laughter lines crinkled at their corners when she smiled. "Besides," she added, "you intrigue me. Why is a Londoner wandering about in the hunting ground getting into trouble?" She held out her hand to Tom, a long brown hand with the thin machinery of bones and tendons clearly visible, sliding under papery skin. "How do we know you won't betray us like Raylan did?" he demanded. "You don't, of course," she laughed. "You'll just have to trust me." After Valentine and the Raylands, Tom didn't think he would ever be able to trust anybody again, but this strange foreigner was the only hope he had. "All right," he said, "but Raylan got my name wrong. It's Natsworthy." "And mine is Fang," said the woman, "Miss Anna Fang." She still had her hand outstretched as if he was a scared animal she wanted to tame, and she was still smiling her alarming red smile. "My ship is on Air Key 6.